The power of a still mind. What if the key to peace isn't in doing more, but in thinking less? The masters of the Far East lived in a state of absolute calm. To them, the mind wasn't a battleground of conflicting thoughts. It was a powerful tool, a gateway between human limitation and divine power. They taught that the mind is like a mirror. When the mirror is clear and still, it reflects the true nature of reality. But when it's clouded with fear, doubt, and endless chatter, we lose sight of the truth. The masters demonstrated that true power is not found in external achievements, but in mastering the inner world. They said, the mind, when stilled, becomes the bridge to the infinite. Imagine what your life would be like if you could silence the chaos and access a state of profound clarity. If every thought was intentional, every word a command, every moment a reflection of inner peace. Today, we're uncovering the powerful techniques the masters use to silence mental chaos and access instant clarity. Techniques that you can use right now to transform your life. If you're ready to master your mind and reclaim that inner peace, hit subscribe and join our journey into the teachings of the masters. The path to inner mastery begins now. The first technique, the pause of power. The masters taught that the first step to mastering the mind is what they called the pause of power. It's a deliberate, conscious pause, a moment of stillness that disrupts the relentless flow of thoughts and brings the mind back to center. Imagine standing in the middle of a raging storm, wind howling, rain pouring, everything around you chaotic. But at the center of that storm, there is a calm, still point, the eye of the storm. The masters taught that the mind is just like that storm. Thoughts whirl and spin, fears shout for attention, doubts clash like thunder. But in the center, there is always a place of perfect stillness. This is the pause of power, a space where time slows, noise fades, and clarity emerges. The masters knew that when the mind is still, the divine speaks. When the mind is calm, truth is revealed. Practical application. Let's experience this now. 1. Close your eyes. 2. Take a deep breath in through your nose to the count of 4. 3. Hold it for 4 counts, feeling the stillness within. 4. Exhale slowly to the count of 4, releasing all tension. 5. Repeat the affirmation silently or aloud. Oh, I am still. I am at peace. As you breathe, let go of everything outside of this moment. Let each breath draw you deeper into that center of stillness. Book reference. In one instance, a disciple approached the master with a troubled mind. He had been struggling with a decision, his thoughts tangled in confusion. The master simply placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Before you act, pause. Before you speak, listen. In the silence, the answer's already given." The disciple closed his eyes and breathed, and in that stillness, he felt the answer rise. Not from outside, but from deep within. Quote, "In the silence of the mind, all things are revealed." The masters knew that the mind is a powerful servant, but a dangerous master. When we pause, we take back control. We reclaim the mind's power, and in that moment of stillness, the infinite speaks. What would happen if you practiced the pause of power each time your mind spiraled into chaos? What clarity could emerge if you chose to listen to the silence within? This is the first step in mastering the mind, pausing to let the storm pass so the voice of truth can finally be heard. The second technique, commanding thought. The masters taught that the mind is like a vast, fertile field. Every thought is a seed, and whether we realize it or not, we are planting seeds every moment of every day. But what kind of seeds are we planting? For the masters, the key to mastering the mind was not just observing thoughts, but commanding them. They didn't let thoughts roam unchecked like wild horses. They reined them in, directing each thought with precision and purpose. Imagine a disciple standing before the master, his eyes clouded with doubt. "I can't do it," he said. "I am not strong enough." The master's eyes narrowed. "Speak again," he said, "but this time, speak as a master, not a beggar." The disciple hesitated. I am not sure." The master stepped forward, his voice firm. "Numbers speak with command. Tell your mind what is true. Tell your body what is real. Command it. The disciple straightened. His eyes hardened with resolve. I am strong. I am powerful. I am capable. The master nodded. Again. I am strong. I am powerful. I am capable. And in that moment, something shifted within him. The words weren't just sounds. They became reality. The technique. Conscious commanding. This is the technique the masters used. It's simple but profound. 1. Observe the thought. Oh, the moment a negative, limiting thought arises, catch it. Oh, example, I can't do this. 2. Interrupt the thought. Oh, speak aloud or in your mind, I cancel this thought. It is not the truth. 3. Replace the thought. Oh, immediately affirm a new empowering statement. I am aligned with divine clarity and peace. I command my mind to align with truth. The masters did not hope for clarity, they declared it. They did not ask for power, they commanded it. Book reference. One disciple struggled deeply with doubt. Each time he attempted a task, his mind would echo, "You will fail." The master noticed his struggle and said, "Your mind is a faithful servant, but you are letting it command you. Reverse the roles. Speak to it as a master speaks to a servant." The disciple closed his eyes, took a breath, and said aloud, I am the master of my mind. My thoughts obey my command. I am powerful. I am clear. I am aligned with truth. Within days, his energy shifted. The doubts that once ruled his mind began to dissolve. Quote, "The mind is the obedient servant of the soul. It will do as it is commanded." Imagine the power you could reclaim if every stray, self-defeating thought was met with a firm, clear command. Imagine training your mind to act in alignment with divine truth every moment of every day. What will you command your mind to believe today? And what reality will you create through that command? The third technique, the golden breath. The masters taught that the breath is the bridge between mind and spirit. While most people take the act of breathing for granted, the masters knew that each breath is a gateway to the infinite, a conduit of divine power. They called it the golden breath, a practice so simple yet so profound that it could instantly calm the mind, realign the body, and awaken the spirit. Imagine a disciple standing before the master, his mind clouded with anxiety and doubt. He was about to embark on a spiritual journey, but his thoughts were like a storm, chaotic, uncontrolled, and full of fear. The master placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Before you step forward, you must first go within." "Close your eyes," the master said. "Breathe with me." Guided practice. The golden breath. 1. Close your eyes. Oh, let the world around you dissolve. Oh, feel the ground beneath your feet. 2. Inhale deeply through the nose. Oh, as you do, visualize golden light pouring into your lungs. Oh, let it expand, filling your entire chest with warmth and radiance. Oh, inhale for a slow count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Hold the breath. Oh, in that stillness, feel the golden light spreading through every cell. Oh, imagine it cleansing your mind, washing away all mental clutter. Oh, hold for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Exhale slowly. Oh, release the breath through the mouth, feeling the light carry away tension, worry, and fear. Oh, exhale for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat the affirmation. Oh, as you breathe in, say silently, I am filled with light. Oh, as you breathe out, say, my mind is clear. The disciple opened his eyes. The storm within had quieted. The fear had dissipated. The light was now radiating from within. The master said, breath is more than air. It is life. It is the sacred link between body and spirit. And when you breathe with awareness, you inhale the power of creation itself. Book reference. There is a passage where the masters gather in silence before a profound spiritual encounter. Before any word is spoken, they practice the golden breath. They close their eyes, breathe in the light, and exhale all distraction. It was not just a preparation, it was an alignment. For them, the breath was a direct line to the infinite, a tool not only to still the mind, but to infuse the body with divine power. Quote, In each breath, you inhale the power of creation. Imagine what would happen if you practiced the golden breath every morning. How would your day change if, before speaking, before acting, you took a moment to fill your entire being with golden light and exhaled all tension and mental clutter? What would you become if every breath was an invitation to the infinite? The masters did not need rituals or complex techniques. They only needed the breath, because within each breath lies the entire universe, and that universe is waiting to breathe through you. Why instant peace is possible? The master's perspective. The masters taught that peace is not a destination. It is not something to be sought after or achieved. It is a state of being, a natural state that is always accessible, regardless of what is happening around us. Imagine a disciple rushing to the master, his face pale and his breath ragged. "Master, the storm is fierce. The winds are tearing through the valley. We must find shelter." The master stood calm and unmoved. The wind howled, the trees bent, and rain pounded the ground like an angry drum. But the master's eyes remained clear, his posture relaxed. "Why do you fear the storm outside?" the master asked. "Because it is powerful," the disciple shouted. The master nodded. "And what of the storm within?" The disciple frowned, confused. "The storm outside may pass," the master said, "but the storm within, your fear, your panic, that is the storm that blinds you to the truth." The masters knew that chaos is a creation of the mind. To them, the world outside was merely a mirror reflecting the state of one's inner world. If the mind is in turmoil, the world will appear chaotic. But if the mind is still, even in the midst of a storm, there is peace. They taught that the mind is like a vast ocean. The surface may be turbulent, with crashing waves and roaring winds. But deep beneath the surface, there is a place of perfect stillness, a place untouched by the chaos above. The masters lived in that depth. They did not resist the storm. They did not fight against the wind. They simply remained in the center, rooted in stillness. Book reference: in one account, a disciple was sent across a valley known for its violent storms. As he walked, the wind grew fierce, nearly knocking him off his path. He panicked, running for cover. When he finally reached the master, he was drenched and trembling. "Did you find peace in the storm?" the master asked. The disciple shook his head. "How could I? The wind was too strong, the rain too heavy." The master smiled. "And so it is. When the mind is distracted by the noise of the world, peace is impossible. But when the mind is calm, even amidst the storm, nothing can disturb it." Quote, "Peace is not the absence of chaos. It is the stillness in the center of it." Imagine what would change if, in the midst of life's storms, you could anchor yourself in that stillness. What if, instead of reacting to the chaos around you, you could simply breathe, return to center, and become the calm amidst the storm? The masters did not seek to control the world. They mastered the mind. And in doing so, they found that the storm outside was no match for the stillness within. Integrating the techniques, daily practices for a master's mind. Mastering the mind is not a one-time event, it's a daily practice. The masters knew that the mind is like a garden. If left unattended, it will grow wild with the weeds of fear, doubt, and distraction. But with regular tending, it can become a sanctuary of peace and clarity. Let's look at how you can integrate the techniques we've learned into a simple daily routine. A routine designed to align your mind with the infinite and restore inner calm. Morning, the golden breath. Start your day by grounding yourself in the golden breath. This simple practice awakens the mind, clears mental fog, and aligns your being with the divine flow. 1. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. 2. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose, visualizing a warm, golden light filling your lungs. 3. Hold the breath for a moment, feeling the light spreading through every cell. 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing all tension, fear, and doubt. 5. Repeat the affirmation. Oh, I am filled with light. My mind is clear. I am at peace. Imagine each breath as a reset button, clearing away the residue of yesterday's thoughts and creating space for a new intentional day. Throughout the day, The pause of power life will throw distractions, challenges, and stress your way. That's inevitable. But the masters taught that even in the midst of chaos, you can find stillness by using the pause of power. 1. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or mentally scattered, stop. 2. Close your eyes even for just a moment. 3. Take a deep breath in, hold for 4 counts, and exhale slowly. 4th, say silently or aloud, "Oh, I am still. I am at peace." This pause is not about stopping the storm. It's about finding the calm within it. The masters did not run from chaos. They simply centered themselves so deeply that the chaos could not touch them. Evening, commanding thought and letting go. As the day winds down, the masters practiced a powerful exercise to clear the mind and release lingering thoughts. They believed that the mind, like the body, needed to be cleansed before rest, ensuring that the subconscious remained free of tension and clutter. 1. Sit quietly in a comfortable position. 2. Take a deep breath in, filling your chest and belly with air. 3. Hold the breath for a moment, feeling the stillness within. 4. Exhale slowly, letting go of the day's thoughts, conversations, and worries. 5. Repeat the evening affirmation, "Oh, I am still. I am at peace. I am one with the infinite." The masters taught that the last thought before sleep is crucial. It imprints itself upon the subconscious mind and shapes the energy you carry into the next day. So let that last thought be one of peace, unity, and divine connection. Encourage reflection. The masters didn't just practice these techniques once. They lived them, and they urged their disciples to do the same. For the next 7 days, commit to one of these practices. Choose the golden breath to start your day, the pause of power to regain focus, or the evening command to clear the mind before sleep. Notice the changes. Does your mind feel clearer? Are you more present and less reactive? Do you find moments of stillness even in the midst of daily life? Keep a small journal to document your experiences. The masters taught that what we focus on, we expand. If you focus on stillness, clarity, and divine connection, that is exactly what you will experience. Are you ready to step into the mind of a master? The path is not complicated. It is simply a matter of practice, patience, and presence. Conclusion: becoming the master of your mind. The masters of the Far East achieved a state of instant peace, not by escaping the world, but by mastering the mind. They understood that the mind is not an enemy to be conquered, but a powerful tool to be guided and directed. They didn't wait for circumstances to change. They didn't wait for external conditions to align. Instead, they aligned their thoughts with the infinite, commanding each thought with the precision of a master. They said the mind is not the source of power, they said. It is the channel through which power flows. Today, you've learned 3 transformative techniques. The pause of power to reclaim stillness amidst chaos. Commanding thought to turn the mind into a powerful servant. The golden breath to align with the infinite and release mental clutter. Now it's time for the real challenge. For the next 24 hours, command your mind instead of letting it command you. Pause before you react. Breathe before you speak. Command your thoughts to align with peace, clarity, and divine truth. You may be surprised to discover that the mind you once thought was wild and untamable can become your greatest ally. And as you master your mind, you'll begin to see that your reality too will start to shift. If this message spoke to you, subscribe now and join us as we continue to uncover the timeless teachings of the masters. Your journey to mastering the mind begins here, and the transformation, it begins now. If this message spoke to you, subscribe and join us as we continue uncovering the timeless teachings of the masters. Your journey to mastering the mind starts now.